Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Hastlage. There's a new initiative by Cuyahoga County to encourage young people to register and vote. Students from high schools across the county gathered at the Jerry Sue Thornton Center for the first annual Your Voice Matters Youth Summit. This conference hopes to educate students on the importance of voting and civic engagement. The event gives students an opportunity to partner with schools to register young voters, educate them on how, when, and where to vote, plus discuss the importance of civic involvement. City officials say the Youth Summit should help in getting young people more involved in the voting process.
We had conversations to see what could we do to engage our young people, and we think taking them out the classroom and bringing them to a mutual location where they can interact and talk with us and other elected officials across the county will be proactive. And the information they get here today, they can take it back to their communities and their families and encourage them to vote and get active as well.
Our form of government, voting is the way in which you access power, authority, and influence. And if you have that power, authority, and influence, then you have the ability to make things happen because your voice will matter. That's what the county executive was saying.
The event was hosted by Cuyahoga County in partnership with Cleveland Leadership Center, Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Cuyahoga Community College, and the Cuyahoga County Board of Elections. To learn more about the plan, visit cuyahogacounty.us. Cleveland Municipal Housing Court Judge Ron O'Leary held a town hall Q&A session on the housing court at the Fatima Family Center in Cleveland. Judge O'Leary is new to the housing courts, taking over after the late Judge Pianka, and spoke to the crowd about how Cleveland is working to demolish old homes.
Give you a little idea of the amount of demolition work that's taken place. Since the mayor took office in 2006, the city's demolished over 9,000 structures. And most of that's been using grant funding from the federal and state governments. But this year in particular, the city took $5 million from general fund money and put it into demolition projects that are near schools and on the routes to school.
The program included presentations from various judges in the Cleveland Municipal Courts, as well as Ward 7 Councilman TJ Dow. Councilman Dow spoke on the changes going on in his ward.
So as of late, I hope you see the activity that's going on around our community, because there's been a lot of demolitions. And that has been a lot of hard work, working with folks down at City Council, working with the mayor's office to finally get to a point where Ward 7 gets its just due as it relates to demolitions.
During the program, people had the chance to ask Judge O'Leary and the other judges who spoke questions relating to housing in Cleveland.
So the lady's question is about a list of trusted contractors in Northeast Ohio. I don't know that there is a list like that. What I would say that always want to do is first check with the building department to make sure that they're registered with building and housing. And if it's outside of Cleveland, you'd want to check with whatever city it is with their building department to make sure they're registered, because all of the construction is regulated under the Ohio Building Code, and each building department has to be certified by the State Board of Building Standards.
Prior to the town hall discussion, attendees had a chance to visit tables from numerous city and community organizations and gather information about the services they provide. The annual Court Community Service Luncheon was held at the Justice Center in downtown Cleveland. This year's celebration was bittersweet, as it's the last one led by the program's creator, Judge Ronald B. Adrian. He had these parting words.
My last official act before I shut this down is to charge all of the public officials to take another look at community service as an option, as a viable option, as an inclusive add-on, as an extra piece when it's appropriate, when you're thinking about sentencing.
Also at the event, the 15th annual Ronald B. Adrian Award was given to the Cleveland Municipal Court Housing Division. Judge Ron O'Leary accepted the award and spoke about his predecessor, the late Judge Raymond Pianka.
The overall philosophy of the court and the dedication and work ethic that everyone has flows from Judge Pianka's hard work over so many years. And I know that everyone at the court, would join in saying that their dedication, really has been by the example that he set for everyone, and that's the legacy that all of us continue to strive for and dedicate to carrying on. So thank you very much.
Judge O'Leary then asked the late Judge Pianka's wife, Karen, to also accept the award. To watch the annual Court Community Service Luncheon in its entirety, stay tuned to TV20. Check our schedule for times. The Cleveland Police Foundation gathered at the Hofbräu House in downtown Cleveland for their signature event called Tribute to the Blue. It was an evening to celebrate and recognize the contributions made by community leaders and our men and women that put on that blue uniform each day to protect and serve this city. Organizers say this event is vital to show that police and the community can work together to keep Cleveland safe.
This is important to the city of Cleveland because it brings the police officers and the community together. It shows the police officers that the community is behind them, backs them. I was in community policing when I was a police officer before I retired, and I know the importance of the community and the policemen working together. Without that, it's not going to happen. And this is a fine example of the community coming together, honoring the police officers and some citizens also, like I said, that go beyond the call of duty, who just don't do their job. They go beyond their job and make it their effort to draw the community and the police officers together.
We know how hard our men in blue and women in blue work. I mean, they give it up every day. They put their lives on the line. And we know that our community is very respectful of that. But we want to make sure that our City of Cleveland Police Force has everything they need to do their job.
There was also an auction and raffle to raise money for the Police Foundation. If you would like more information on the Cleveland Police Foundation, go to their website, clevelandpolicefoundation.org. There is a new high-rise luxury apartment building under construction in downtown Cleveland. It's called The Beacon, and it will be located at East 6th and Euclid. The apartment tower will be built on top of the existing parking garage. Rebecca Hedges of Stark Enterprises says The Beacon will provide a comfortable place to live in downtown Cleveland.
The Beacon is a new residential project in the downtown Central Business District. It's 187 units. When completed, it will be 19 floors with amenity space on the roof, a dog park, a roof deck, amenity room, gym, workout facility. It really brings a nice touch to the neighborhood that's become more residential on East 6th Street. And it's new development, so it's new construction, which gives us flexibility to create some different spaces than you're going to see around the rest of the city.
At the construction launch party held on top of the parking garage, Mayor Frank Jackson says this new construction will strengthen the downtown neighborhood and bring new amenities to the area.
And it's very good to have a central business district that can also include a residential neighborhood of people. And when you have that, you have demand for the kind of amenities that you need to service that neighborhood. And this project will go a long way in promoting Cleveland and making sure that Cleveland moves into the future as we rebuild not only the downtown business district, downtown neighborhoods, and those neighborhoods outside of the downtown business district.
Hedges says the reason the Beacon will be an attractive place to live is the fact that it's just a stone throw from nearly every major amenity in downtown Cleveland.
We're also on Euclid Avenue, which with transportation, the busing system, what they've done with Euclid to connect us to the rest of Cleveland, it's such a unique position to be right on that street. You have East 4th right around the corner, and just the growing neighborhood is being developed, and it's a great place for residents to have home base.
Joe Marinucci, president and CEO of Downtown Cleveland Alliance, says the Beacon will play a major role in increasing the population of the downtown area.
It's 187 units, so it's one of our steps in terms of increasing the downtown residential base, and we think that it's going to be one of the keys to moving us towards our goal, and I think the city's goal, of bringing 20,000 people to the neighborhoods of downtown by 2020.
The grand opening of the Beacon is expected to be in the spring of 2019. For more information, visit their website at thebeaconcleveland.com. A local agency is helping people find services to help them improve their health and well-being. The Beachbrook Family Drop-In Center at the Carl B. Stokes Social Services Mall held a community health and safety fair. Multiple health groups and community partners were in attendance at the event, where people could sign up for different services to improve their lives. The event provided one-stop shopping for people to locate the services they need or didn't know were available to them. Organizers say events like this are vital to the community and can help save lives.
This is so important because there's so many families that are in crisis and don't know where to go. So our doors are always open for them to come to us. We have the no wrong door philosophy, so no matter what your situation is, if it's big, if it's small, whatever it is you need, we will try our very best to get that service to you. We never say no. If it's a service that we cannot provide, we will definitely link you up to a service in your community.
If you would like more information on the programs that are available, you can stop by the Carl B. Stokes Center on 6001 Woodland Avenue in room 2260 or call 216-391-4069. The National Caucus and Center on Black Aging is one of the largest minority organizations in the country. They are dedicated to assisting seniors with resources and information to help protect and improve their quality of life. They recently held a senior expo, and here's TV20 reporter Christian Patterson with more.
The Senior Expo is an event that we do every year for the participants of our program, of the NCBA CSEP program. And we like to call this program the Everything Senior, even though it is for our seniors to come and talk directly to employers, because we have employers that are here as part of our vendor row, as we're calling it, and that are looking to hire individuals right now.
Besides employment opportunities, the Expo offers other vendor tables dealing with health, nutrition, travel, and a variety of other things that are important to seniors' well-being.
We like to make this venue a fun environment, an uplifting environment, and a learning environment.
The Expo also offers learning sessions for the seniors.
The breakout sessions for this year is, of course, job readiness with CEOGC. They did an excellent job last year, and so we brought them back again this year, helping our seniors to do that, as you say, that brush up, what it is that you need to be doing as you are preparing to go interview with a potential employer. How to get that application done. You know, for a lot of these guys, the last time they interview with anybody, you know, they went to that office, put on their blue suit and their white shirt and their blue tie and filled out an application and shook a hand. Now the first part of that whole process is in a computer. And so we have to ready our people for that. So that's what the job readiness is about. At the end of the day, we want to get our people employed. We want to help them in every way possible to find employment. All of our participants are here dressed to interview. They're also here with their resumes in hand and talking with those employers. We've also set aside interview rooms for those employers that want to meet with individuals right here and now to lock in their job. So at the end of the day, we want to hear some of our participants say, oh, I got an interview, or, you know, I got a job, you know, because of the Senior Expo. We hear that, we've done something good.
Thanks, Christian. This year marked the 9th year of the city's Sustainable Cleveland Summit, and TV20 reporter Dan Monroe was at Public Hall to find out how Clevelanders can help design a sustainable future.
For about 2 days, people from all over the Cleveland area, those with a keen interest in saving and protecting our environment, came together to form a giant think tank to generate ideas and solutions on the topic at hand. This year, the Sustainable Cleveland Summit is celebrating the year of vibrant green space. I spoke with Matt Gray, Chief of the Mayor's Office of Sustainability, to learn more.
So when we think about vibrant green space, it's really thinking about, I'd say, accessible and active public space that connects people to place, it connects people to nature, and really one another. So that's one of the big themes of the summit this year.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson, who founded the Sustainable Cleveland 2019 Summit, addressed the crowd and in his remarks made a very big announcement about the upcoming 50th anniversary of the fire in the Cuyahoga River.
Today, we're going to announce it, and Matt Gray will give you more details, that we'll establish a 2019 steering committee to help make the 50th anniversary weekend a large sustainability event in the city of Cleveland, and we want to make it so in the entire country, because people will look to Cleveland on this 50th anniversary, and we want to make sure that we make a statement, and we want to work with you on what that statement is.
And the idea is in 2019, people will come back to Cleveland, the media will come back, and they're going to see this transformed city, this vibrant green city on a blue lake. So we've been working towards that, and the mayor decided, we got to go big in 2019. So he decided we're going to have a steering committee of leaders throughout the community coming together over the next year and a half to make June 22nd, 2019, that weekend, a big event, a huge celebration of how far we've come, and also beginning to ask the questions, where do we go from here with sustainability?
Throughout the summit, attendees listened to keynote speakers and broke out into smaller groups to work on projects and questions related to vibrant green space. I met Cleveland State student Leanna Hedrick from Ventura, California. Leanna, who was majoring in environmental studies, told me that her experience at the summit was so powerful, she's thinking about changing her major to conservation and renewable energy studies.
My expectations were to kind of get engaged and see faces that I've seen before, through previous internships, and that's kind of what I did. And then I'm also learning about Cleveland's sustainability initiatives and what they're doing and how local officials are starting to improve on with electric vehicle transportation, pollinator gardens, youth engagement, and how it's benefiting the society.
As the summit comes to a close and all the ideas and notes are being collected, only time will tell of the benefits reaped from this year's event. However, as Chief Gray reflects on 2017, he's also looking forward to the 2018 Sustainable Cleveland Summit.
We've been kind of working on individual areas of sustainability so far. So energy efficiency, or zero waste, or clean water, this year green space. Next year is the first year where we bring them all together at the neighborhood level. So next year is the year of vital neighborhoods. So we're really excited to see, what does sustainability look like in every single neighborhood in Cleveland.
At the 2017 Sustainable Cleveland Summit for TV20, I'm Dan Monroe.
Thanks, Dan. For more information on Sustainable Cleveland 2019, visit sustainablecleveland.org. And we'll be right back with more TV20 News.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to TV20 News. In 1990, Congress designated October Italian American Heritage Month. To kick off the month-long celebration, the Cleveland Italian American Heritage Committee hosted their 12th annual event honoring Italians in our community.
This party is all about celebrating Italian heritage in the city of Cleveland and remembering all the positive contributions that Italians made to the city of Cleveland to make it a great city here on the lake.
The mayor and I kick off the first Monday every month as Italian Heritage Month. We have a ceremony where we recognize 6 outstanding individuals who have made extraordinary efforts to promote our culture, our heritage. So tonight is really the culmination of celebrating a lot of the fine work of some really good Cleveland Italian Americans.
To watch the Italian American Heritage Month celebration in its entirety, stay tuned to TV20 and check out our YouTube channel. The City of Cleveland hosted a ceremony for members of the Armenian community in the Rotunda of City Hall to celebrate the 26th year of Armenian independence. Ruben Satgadlov says there has been a strong Armenian population in Cleveland for many years.
Armenian community in Cleveland represented in many areas of the Cleveland life.
We have great doctors, we have great lawyers, we have accountants, we have construction workers, we have senior citizens, we have kids. It's basically, I would say, Armenian community in Cleveland being fully integrated, and they are very diverse, and this is diversity and fusion with the Cleveland diversity create unique flavor of Armenians here in Cleveland.
Filling in for Mayor Frank Jackson at the ceremony, Alex Lackey, the city's government and international affairs coordinator, presented a proclamation commemorating September 22nd as Armenian Statehood Day in the city.
As you celebrate the 26th Armenian Statehood Day, we wanted to recognize your long fight for independence and your robust history. We thank the Armenian community for their role in Cleveland's history and development, and want to reiterate that all people are welcome here in Cleveland. The diversity that you bring to Cleveland contributes to our rich cultural fabric.
The road to independence hasn't been an easy one for the Armenian people, and historian Raz Parnajian says it's been wrought with violence, tears, and loss.
We've, been conquered. We've obviously had the Armenian genocide in 1915. We gained statehood in 1918, only to lose it 2 years later. It wasn't until 1991 where we finally achieved independence, and I think the difficulties that we've gone through as a people have made us stronger, and it's developed stronger bonds throughout the years. So I think that's really important, and we like to think of ourselves as survivors. When you lose 1.5 million of your own people, it's very important that you not only remember and honor those, but you continue to carry on the traditions.
At 12 years old, Tigran Bagdasarian says he's proud of his Armenian heritage.
My parents were immigrants. They came here for me and my sister to have a better future. I know a lot about my culture. I have all my family, like relatives, living in Armenia right now. I talk to them a lot. I went to the country Georgia, and we were there. I finally got to see my whole family in person, and it was exciting. It was very fun.
For more information on the Armenian National Committee, visit their website at anca.org. A local organization started by a mother whose son took his own life is trying to spread awareness on suicides right here in Cleveland. Marie Black's son Tyree took his own life in 2014, and since then she started Dancing for Life and the Tyree Black Organization, which is shining a light on suicides and how we can prevent them from happening. The organization joined forces with the Broadway Boys and Girls Club for the 3rd annual Dancing for Life Praise Dance Fest. Plus, there was a panel discussion on the issues of suicide in the Black community. The organization wants people to know that there are different factors associated with suicide, like depression, mental illness, and hopelessness, and it's vital for people to understand that.
And that bullying thing is real, and it can be a trigger, because my son was bullied by a group of guys. They said that they were going to purge him, and there was a trigger, and he ended up taking his life. He hung himself. So, it's a strong message that needs to be said in the community about all the elements and factors that come into play that causes suicide.
Suicide is a really big issue, and I think it touched the lives of many people. A lot of our families and friends, even club members, have battled with suicide ideation, and I think to raise awareness to it is extremely important.
How many of here know someone or know of someone who has committed suicide? Okay. It's one of those things that you don't hear about much because people don't talk about it, but it is so personal because of the loss of a loved one. And we live in a time and era where there's a lot of pressure, a lot of stress on people, particularly young people. And so I really appreciate what Ms. Black is doing out of her passion and out of her loss and what she is doing to attempt to help others.
Mayor Jackson also gave Marie Black a proclamation for her work in trying to raise awareness on suicide in our city. The 5th annual Celebrating Recovery 5K run and 1 mile walk was back at Edgewater Park. TV20 correspondent Ed Flash Ferentz spoke with Judge Lauren C. Moore of the Greater Cleveland Drug Court about the event.
So everybody here have gone through some type of a program?
Oh, not everybody, but a lot of people, a lot of their supporters, family, friends, case managers, judges, all kinds of people come and participate as we all celebrate recovery because it's such a good thing.
So you've been involved with the drug court for a number of years now. Are you seeing some progress? And the very fact that you have so many people here today, I guess, pretty much speaks volumes.
Oh, absolutely. We have a very high success rate. I think it's hovering in the 80s. And everyone here is happy to be here. It's one of the things that highlights the drug court. It's one of the things we can have fun, and it's just a little different. Things are what we do normally, which is we're in court every Wednesday. This is a little change of pace, and it's fun. It's a nice day, and so we're all celebrating recovery.
It's more about celebrating the people that have successfully battled substance abuse and mental health issues. This race is a time for their friends and family to come out and show their support and to tell everybody that recovery does work. It's great to see this crowd out, all of our volunteers. We appreciate everything they've done, and we appreciate you guys coming out to cover the race.
To get involved in the next Celebrate Recovery 5K run and 1 mile walk, visit clevelandmunicipalcourt.org and hermescleveland.com. The Father's Walk has been a very successful initiative, not only in Cuyahoga County, but throughout Northeast Ohio. Once a year, fathers and other male mentors are encouraged to walk their children to school. This year at Marion C. Seltzer Elementary, an extra incentive was added: free haircuts. TV20 reporter Christian Patterson has more with this story.
Regardless if you're a father, stepfather, uncle, big brother, grandfather, mentor, or just a family friend, the Father's Walk is a time for positive male role models to step up and show support for education and the children in their lives.
It does take a village to raise a child, and especially within education. We spend so much time with children throughout the day, sometimes more time than their family members, and we do not underestimate the power of involvement of fathers. It's so impactful to see the students seeing their fathers and their male role models in their life, and showing them, how important education is.
You about to go to class? All right, baby, love you. A lot of fathers are not active. A lot of us grew up without fathers, and we know how I feel not having that positive male role model in your life. So I wanted to be, bye, baby. Have a good day. I wanted to be that positive male role model in their life. I want to let them know, number one, their education is important because it was important to me. And I want them to know that I got their back through everything.
Principal Kilbane reached out to local barbershop owner Waverly Willis to get his shop involved with the Father's Walk to give out free haircuts. This extra reward was certainly beneficial for both sides.
I'm a father, we all are fathers. Out of all the hats that we wear, hands down, being a father is the #1 priority in all of our lives. So we just wanted to come out and celebrate the Father's Walk, celebrate the fathers, and salute all the fathers that are being an intricate part of their children's lives today. Not that you need some type of bonus to walk your kids to school, but if there's anything that we can do as far as giving out a free haircut, service, or what have you, if that's going to make a dad get involved, then we want to be a part of it, not just at Marion Seltzer, but countywide.
Last year was my first year here as principal, and we had 27 students represented by male figures, fathers and other male figures. This year we probably had over 60. We ran out of sign-in sheets, we ran out of chairs, which is not a bad problem to have. But I'm very excited at the turnout that we had this year, and I anticipate even a larger turnout next year.
A group of international winners recently stopped by Cleveland City Hall to meet Mayor Frank Jackson. This past summer, these young men from Cleveland traveled to Lithuania to compete in the 2017 International Children's Games in the sport of basketball. The team came back with the silver medal, but head coach Brett Moore says their little team was the only team representing the United States in the 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
In the basketball tournament, 16 teams competed, ranging from the host team, Lithuania, from Canada. We were the only team representing the U.S., so they were all from all over the country. A few teams from Jerusalem, and you had a team from Sweden and Italy, and just all over the globe.
After posing for photos, the boys told the mayor all about how they earned the silver medal and then presented the mayor with an authentic medal of his own, complete with pins representing the teams they beat. Teammates Jamal Sumlin and Deshaun Nettles told us what it was like traveling to another country and bringing home the silver.
They was really happy to see Americans. They was just like, they wanted to take pictures with us and stuff. Like, they wanted to touch my hair and stuff. They was, we gave money to them to keep forever. And the food was different. The food was different.
I was just so happy that we brought the medal home, to represent Cleveland and stuff. That everybody just wanted to party with us, just us.
TV20 would like to congratulate Cleveland's team on their success at the 2017 International Children's Games. Well, the fall festival season has begun, and Ohio City hosted theirs in the heart of the neighborhood. West 25th Street was closed off to traffic from Carroll Avenue all the way to Lorraine as thousands of people packed the street for the annual Ohio City Street Festival. The festival featured plenty of fantastic food for everyone to enjoy. The annual event showcases everything that's unique about Ohio City, and of course, it's free to the public. Besides the food, there was plenty of live music, a dunk tank, arts and crafts, plus fun activities to keep the kids busy. Many say the festival has grown over the years.
Well, this event has grown from year to year, and it's been a great way to bring our community members together of all different backgrounds to celebrate everything that's good in Ohio City. So it's been a blast every year, and we look forward to it at the end of September every single year.
One of the highlights of the day was the Mitchell's Ice Cream Eating Contest, and as you can see, people were enjoying every mouthful, and they probably got a little brain freeze as well. Thanks for watching TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.